So hi and welcome to the first of day two's live with Shelley. I'm so excited to be here. It's been another phenomenal day on this challenge. Welcome to you guys if you're just joining me. What an incredible challenge we're having, and today is day two. It's no different from yesterday with how amazing it was in terms of we got you to look at your LinkedIn profile and start creating your headline. So if you're just joining me, say hi. Let me know you're here. It's been a great day on the challenge already, and I know some of you may not have yet completed today's daily task, but you will have time to do so after this live Q&A. So welcome to all of you just joining us. I'm just going to check everything's working okay, that our email's going out, all good. We'll just double check on that. But yeah, good to see all of you who are just joining me now. Welcome to you. Fantastic. Okay, perfect. Good. Welcome. Hope you've been having a great day. It's been phenomenal our side, helping you with your headline and your LinkedIn profile. Hi, Ria. Welcome to you. My lovely Fem is back here. She's been, a lot of you have been in touch with Fem, so you'll be getting to know her definitely over the course of this challenge if you haven't already had some communication. Hi, Heidi, my amazing program coordinator. Welcome. Yes, if you're just joining us, say hi. Let me know you're here because we are going to have another fun-packed live Q&A session, just like yesterday, which was amazing. And of course, today is day two, and you have been working on your LinkedIn profile and specifically creating your headline. So I can't wait to dive into all of your questions on this live Q&A and answer, all the questions you have that relate to day two's daily task and obviously LinkedIn profiles. So welcome. Hi, Sonia. I've been seeing how much you've been commenting and supporting the participants in the challenge. It's been great again today to see, see how they've been getting on. I'm sure, yeah, day two was amazing. Absolutely. Yeah, brilliant. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you here. Welcome, Yolanda. Good to see you here. Fantastic. Yvonne, welcome. Good to see you here. Hi, Sonal. Welcome to you. Yeah, so we're just going to give everyone a little moment to arrive because I can see that, people are just getting the message about me being live now. So we're just going to give you a moment, for everyone to actually arrive before we get started. But yeah, what have you most enjoyed about day two so far? What's been, have you had a bit of an aha moment, a bit of a breakthrough? Let me know. Comment, that would be great. Welcome, Rachel. If you're just joining me, do say hi. Good to see lots of you back after yesterday as well. Hi, Hannah. Welcome. Good to have you here. Brilliant. Maria, hello. My lovely Maria, who supports a lot of our audience when they come onto calls. Good to have you here, Maria. Hello, Amanda. Welcome. And Amanda's been in the Facebook group supporting you guys on the challenge. Perfect. That's absolutely fine if you're just getting started on day two assignment, but do keep watching the live Q&A anyway in the meantime, even if you're just getting started. Perfect. Today was a bit tricky. I totally understand. No worries. Sierra, welcome. Good to see you here. Yes, absolutely. Definitely. We break it down into little steps so that you know exactly what you need to do, but it doesn't overwhelm you as well. That's the whole point of the challenge. Ah, fantastic. Feeling really motivated and comments and feedback. Great. I love that. That's exactly what we would like to hear. That's awesome. Hello to you as well. I can't see your name, so if you can just give StreamYard permission to see your name, that would be great. I'm going to give you the link that you need. It's just streamyard.com/Facebook, and then I can see that see your name when you comment, which is going to help me to engage with you. That would be great. Fantastic. So if you're just joining us, say hi. Let me know that you're here. Good to see you, Peter Ann. Welcome. Hi, Sue. Good to see you here. Fantastic. Oh, brilliant. Good. Okay, so I think everyone is slowly finding that I'm live. I can see it's taking a little bit of time today just for everyone to find us, but that's all good. Hi, Susie. Welcome. Good to see you on our live Q&A. Hi, Kathleen. Welcome. Yes, that's absolutely fine if you're catching up. And I'm really glad that the client meditation helped you to narrow down who you want to serve. That's awesome. That's the whole point of that meditation as well. Brilliant. Hi to you as well. If you just want to give StreamYard permission to see your name, that would be great. Then I can see your name when you comment, because I'm streaming live from StreamYard into the Facebook group. So I'm just going to put the banner up for again. It's this one, streamyard.com/Facebook. That's the one. Amazing. Okay, brilliant. Oh, lovely. Stuart is saying another great day. That's what I love to hear. Fantastic. Hello to you as well. Welcome. Amazing. Hi, Wadia. Congratulations again on being our most engaged participant of day one. So great to see your video interview being edited. So you will be having that very soon if you haven't already received it. Yeah, super excited for you to get hold of your prize. Fantastic. So well done on that as well. Amazing. Hi, Nina. Welcome. Yeah, glad you are here. Awesome. Amazing. Okay, fantastic. Hi, Benez. Welcome. Good to see you here. Brilliant. Okay. Hi, John. Austin, Texas. Lovely. It's a great place. Fantastic. That is so good. I'm so happy you enjoyed the feedback that you got. That is brilliant. I'm so pleased about that. My lovely Heather is here. She's another ambassador, been supporting you guys on the challenge. Good to see you, Heather. Fantastic. Hi, Shannon. Welcome. Good to see you back again. Okay, so we're going to dive in. Let me take the banner off for a moment. Okay, so what we're going to do on this live Q&A is we're going to introduce you a little bit more to B2B strategies of how to sell B2B through LinkedIn. I'm going to do that by sharing a very, I think was going to be a very helpful interview with one of my clients who is B2B and in that sector. And she's going to talk you through how she has been able to use LinkedIn in order to be able to grow her business. And I'm going to answer loads of your questions on today's daily task and on today's daily topic, which is basically focused on your LinkedIn profile, how to create your headline, all of that element. So if you've been posting your questions already on the Ask Me Anything post, we will be answering them from there. But also I'll answer your questions on this live as well. So we have a lot to cover. And of course, there could be a chance for you to be in with the chance of winning our most engaged participant of day 2. So you need to stay posted for that. I will be announcing the winner on our next live at 9 o'clock. So definitely stay posted for that and make sure you're there for you to be in with a chance of being our winner when we come back at 9 o'clock for the second live with Shelley. But let's dive in right now to sharing this very special guest with you now. I'm going to introduce her for you. She is, her name's Dr. Mame Nikabs. She is a PhD doctorate in linguistics, as well as being an inclusion and diversity coach and consultant. She works B2B with companies, large corporates, and I interviewed her in order to find out how did she apply my formula to be able to start generating clients through LinkedIn. So you're going to love hearing her talk. What you're going to find is that I do share with you different business owners who are, either B2C or B2B, different types of businesses as well, so that you can see yourself in their shoes. So yesterday we focused more on B2C businesses. Today, we're focusing more on the B2B side so that you get some insight to that. And if you're in B2B, then that's going to help you as well. So I'm not going to keep talking. I'm going to share the interview with you. And I'd love you just to focus as you're listening on what you can take away in terms of what you're learning about the process and the formula of how to start generating leads and clients for a B2B business. Okay, let's dive in right now.
Point, my struggle, and the reason why I came to you. And Shelley, our first conversation was so reassuring that no, you're doing the right thing. We just need to work this through. And together, hearing you sitting there and hear me pour out my passion, and you're like, yes, you've got this. This is what you have to do. And I can't thank you enough for that guidance and the calm. And I don't know, I can't put a word to it, but that has been life changing to get that validity. Ah,
I'm so
that
pleased.
was, yes, that's what has set me on the on the part of what I'm doing, and I love what I'm doing. It's such a good thing to be able to do what you're passionate about. Words can't describe that. Thank you so much, Shelley.
You're welcome. So the biggest struggle was really bringing together the expertise that you have into a package that you could then sell and gaining clients for it, and combining the linguistics with the inclusion diversity work that you're so passionate about as well. So tell everyone a little bit about how you applied my 7-step formula to your business and how it, what it led to in terms of transformations.
Yes, so I think I did the VIP because I was so desperate. I'm like, I need to get Shelley to work with me. So I joined the VIP program, and the first one was the clarity call to work through how I'm going to position myself on LinkedIn. And then with that, I think just 2 sessions into the program, after I had rewritten my LinkedIn about section and my headline, someone put something on LinkedIn, a post saying we are looking for diversity and inclusion experts, and I sent the person a message and said, "Oh, again, getting the tip from you, engage. Don't be hiding. I can help." And she came back and said, "Yes, in fact, reading your profile, you're exactly what we are looking for." I couldn't believe my ears. That's something I had been struggling with, something I wanted to do away with. Somebody now sees my profile and it's like, yes. And I went on to get that job to do, and the Amazon one also came as well, thanks to you mentioning me to someone you met somewhere.
Friends.
And every one of those conversations were like, we've not heard anybody doing what you're doing, we've not seen anybody doing what you're seeing, and it's something we need in the marketplace. So if you just juxtapose that to where I was before I met you, giving up on this dream and following the formula, and Shelley would always say, do the work, do the work, do the work, and doing the work. And at that time as well, I think just to encourage someone, I had mommy was just 6 months or so then.
Your
So I
baby was just 6 months.
and sometimes we'll join the call and she would also be on the call or crying in between the call. But Shelley's encouragement and the step-by-step guidance is like literally having someone hold your hand and guide you through. And she'd always say, "Oh, come back to me if you have any problems." So that's the transformation I witnessed, and I'm continuing to witness
It's
in what I do, Shelley.
It's so great. So like the first, that first company that came to you was having seen your LinkedIn profile. You reached out to them, they saw your LinkedIn profile, and they were like, wow, we need what you're doing. And they
Yes.
were a PR company with a
Yes.
lot of international clients that they work with, large corporates, and they wanted you to help them with their inclusion and diversity strategy.
Yes.
Phenomenal. And then the second company you got was Amazon. Like, how
Yes.
cool is that? Like,
Oh, my God.
Amazon, like, how many new entrepreneurs get to work with Amazon? And that was through linking you up with the head of employee benefits.
Yes.
So
Yes.
again, this is perfect. It's like that inclusion, diversity. Amazon really keen to attract more ethnic minorities and people of different cultural backgrounds to their
Yes.
workforce. Perfect for what you do and how you could help them. So you're able to show them the way with that, how they can actually attract more people of different diverse backgrounds to their workforce. And you were linked up with the Seattle office there to be able to do that work. Amazing.
And sometimes when I think about it, who would have thought language? Because there were times I'm like, so I got tempted that on LinkedIn, people are saying all sort of cool things, racism, blah, blah, blah. And like, there I go, language, almost feeling as if insignificant and this doesn't matter. And just to see that doing the work. And I think there's the power. What I found is the power. If you want to earn a certain amount of money, you need to commit to that. It was as if immediately I said yes to you because it was at a point I didn't even have the money, but I said yes anyway. And not just the corporate clients, I got an individual client, somebody who had been following my journey on LinkedIn and said, I love what you're doing. Can you teach me what you're doing? And I'm like, oh, let me refer you to my coach. She said, no, no, it's you I want to work with. And I got that as well. And that money paid for my fees.
It
So
paid
if
for
you
the program.
it
Yeah,
paid for the program, it paid for the program. So the program paid for itself. All I needed was to say yes.
it's
You know,
amazing.
all I needed was to say yes. So yeah, Shirley, I keep saying this to you all the time, but maybe you don't know how much I mean what I'm saying. That thank you for being that light, and to say to give me that validation to because at the point I came to you, I was really on the verge of giving up and say, this is not going to work. Either I look for an academic job or find something else to do with my time. But you gave me that assurance that this is going to work. It's all about the positioning. How are you? What are you saying about your skills and your expertise? Yeah, so thank you for that again.
And you found the perfect audience for you. These PR agencies or employee benefits, the people employing benefits in large corporates. Basically, it's again PR. It's like communication, language,
Yes.
inclusion, diversity. It's all of that pulled together. You've even had universities come to you asking you to help them with how they can communicate better between their tutors and their students who are of a rich, diverse cultural backgrounds, and they want to improve that relationship, improve the communication. This is important, and it does bring these three different areas together. And you really are proof that actually you can follow your passions and you can bring them together,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
fantastic, and build a business on it. And it would have been so sad if you'd lost the PhD experience in linguistics and just shove that to one side to just
Yeah.
do inclusion diversity in the way that everyone else is doing it. The fact that
Yes.
you actually brought that in has made it so much richer, and the clients, they need it. They're saying they need it. It's what they're saying they want. So yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. And I know, so I know you've gone on to teach others LinkedIn. I love that. I love that. You do the program and then you start teaching others LinkedIn, which is amazing. And you recently got the top voice on LinkedIn.
Oh,
Congratulations.
oh, thank you. I mean, that wasn't part of the deal. It wasn't something I even ever thought about, but I got so comfortable with myself. I gave myself permission to be me.
Yes.
And with all the tips on how to make a mixture of the personal and business posts, the newsletters. Shelley, I followed your formula. I, I literally, it's as if it's I'm a Christian, but your LinkedIn quarterly program became my Bible for business growth.
The LinkedIn
So
Quality Leads formula.
yes, yes, I did the LinkedIn lives, you know,
Amazing.
I did the newsletter, I did them all. Anything you suggested we do, I just gave myself. And the thing is, the more I did it, the more comfortable I got. And my intention was, like you said, nobody's going to know me if I don't shine through and be that light that people are looking for. So I wasn't bothered about the engagements or whatever it was. Mine was, okay, I've invested in this, I follow it. If I would give myself deadlines. Okay, I would do launch the newsletter and so and so. When I do it, I take it off. Oh, I've launched my newsletter. I've done that. I've done that, and I'll go back to the program and see. Oh, what have I lost? What have I missed out? So I literally, if you follow the steps and trust the process, because the top voice wasn't something I
You
was.
weren't aiming for that.
No. I wasn't aiming for that. And you won't believe when I saw the email from LinkedIn, I said to my husband, when did LinkedIn allow people to spam them like that? I mean, what is this? And it's like, you don't even believe in your own self. I'm like, no, it's not that I don't believe in my own self, but I don't think I've gotten there yet. I mean, others have been on LinkedIn way before I got on LinkedIn, and they deserve that. And yeah, it's
But it's
amazing.
beautiful. You've been recognized for your expertise and therefore receiving the top voice from LinkedIn. That's phenomenal. And I love that it hasn't taken you that long, because it's consistency. You've been really consistent with showing up, posting content, engaging, building your network with your ideal clients. You've been consistent about those key elements. And that's what's being rewarded. So well done. I'm so pleased for you.
Thank you, Shelley. Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you, you know.
Oh,
And I think the thing that, Shelley, you don't even talk about a lot is the fact that your program is not just about LinkedIn.
yeah.
So you gave me strategies on email campaigns, how to even track the response rate of my emails. So this is a comprehensive program
Yes. Yes.
that you're offering that I'm not sure anybody else on the market is probably offering what you're offering. So if anyone is listening to me now and you're sitting on and look, Shelley has not paid me to say any of these things that I'm saying. I am telling you my personal experience and what has brought me results. This is a comprehensive program. And the way she breaks it down, like I said, I had invested in something else. It was just a complete waste of money. And this, for me, is gold and continues to be gold. All the things I've downloaded, I still go back to them and refer to them. When I'm free, if you have a live, I join in. Even if I'm not free, I watch the replay because learning is not a destination, it's a process.
Yes.
So if you're part of this community, look, we have this brilliant lady who's giving she's giving her time and her talents to support us. Be engaged. Don't sit on the fence. Be engaged, fully engaged.
I love it. And that's exactly what you've done. It probably goes without saying here, but what would the cost have been to you, Mummy, if you hadn't said yes to yourself and got the support you needed?
Oh, Shirley, I would have been probably teaching. I love teaching anyway, and I've started doing it part time, but I think that's not my core calling.
Yes.
So I would have been in a job that I would wake up early morning and drag myself to. You know, I don't know, you'll be amazed how I get my ideas. Sometimes I'm in the bathroom and an idea will just drop because I'm doing what I've been called to do. I don't struggle with my content. So people have actually reached out to me in the past and said, do you pay someone to do your LinkedIn for you? I said, no, I don't pay anybody. I invested in a coach, she's giving me the tools and I do it myself.
Love it.
I would have been frustrated, not gone on to do the things. Now I'm getting speaking engagements. Oh, so it's saying yes to myself. It's one of the best decisions I have made. The cost, I don't think I can quantify it. I would have probably, oh, Shelley, I can't put money to it, but
Yeah.
yes, this
You
this
wouldn't
is
have
a
been
phenomenon.
where you are now, and that's really
No,
important.
at all, at all.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being here, Mummy. I'm so glad that the internet held up, and appreciate you doing this when you're on holiday in. So I'm so thrilled to have shared that interview with you with Mami. She is a mum of 4, by the way, so it's very difficult to get live interview time with her. She is very, very busy. And as you heard, when we worked together, Mami actually had a 6-month-old baby at the time. And in the 12 weeks, she actually joined my VIP program, my LinkedIn Quality Leads Formula, the VIP level. In the 12 weeks that we worked together, she picked up not just one corporate client. She picked up a very large PR company with lots of international corporate companies as their clients. She also picked up Amazon as another client. And she picked up a client who wanted her to teach them LinkedIn as well within 12 weeks on the program, which is a phenomenal result. To get 2 B2B corporate clients, large contracts, in 12 weeks is a pretty special result. And that's with a new business as well, starting from scratch and being a mum of 4 with a 6-month-old. So pretty impressive. I would love to get a sense of what are your biggest takeaways from hearing Mame talk. She gave quite a few special golden nuggets there, and there are things she said that were so key. So I'd love to hear what you're taking away from what you heard her say. I'm just going to kind of look through some of the comments because there's been so many comments hearing her speak. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yvonne's saying, I love to hear about your journey. Thank you. Ria is saying, believe in yourself and don't let the self-doubt come in. Mame just from word go came in with this decision that absolutely she was going to just, she had that positive mindset. The first time I met her, I was amazed. And in all honesty, when she booked the call, I wasn't actually sure I was going to take the call or not, because, and I've never told anyone this, but when she booked the call, the strategy session, I wasn't sure based off reading her information on the form. I didn't really get a sense that I was, whether I'd be able to help or not, or if it was going to work. But I'm so glad I did do the call with her, because I thought, look, I'm not sure, so let's just see, let's go for it. And do you know what? Speaking to her on that very first strategy session we had together, just her positivity, her enthusiasm is infectious. And, it was just fantastic to get to work with her, and, the amazing results that came out of it. And sometimes, you can't see that potential straight away. And it was only once I really got to meet her that I could see it, because, she was quite confused about how to communicate about what she does. So it wasn't coming through very clearly. So, yes, it's really that positivity, Ria, that you're saying about believing yourself. That's so key. Just stepping into it, fake it until you make it. Sue, say yes and do the work. I love that. Wadi is saying, Mame's story added so much value. Oh, I love that. Thank you. That's so great. Yeah, absolutely. Like Sonia is saying, top voice is a great recognition. It really is. It's a really, really good recognition. Also, learning is not a destination, it's a process. Absolutely. That was such a golden nugget, her saying that. It's so key. Amazing. Yeah, Berners is saying, follow the process. Exactly. Yeah, Heather's saying, following the process and check off each task. Keep referring back to it. Exactly. Doris is saying, giving yourself permission to step out of your comfort zone. Absolutely. So important. That is so key. What you're doing on this challenge is also stepping out of your comfort zone. You're getting to exercise that muscle, which is just so key to you being successful with your business. Amazing. Yes. And Maria's saying, embrace life's journey with a resounding yes. Absolutely. I love that. I love it. Okay, guys, I'm so pleased you got to hear that and you got some nuggets, but this is so key. Like with B2B, with B2C, the most important thing when you're on LinkedIn is about consistency. That's what you're hearing in, whatever your business type, whatever your audience, the consistency is key to success. And also stepping out there, being brave. And that's, I want to just give you guys all a pat on the back for being here, being on this challenge and stepping out of your comfort zone. If you're struggling with some of the tasks I'm giving you, that's a good place to be, because we're here to help you. My partner has actually decided to go through the challenge this time with everyone else. So he's on here going through the challenge. And yesterday I got off the live and he said to me, I tried to do day one's daily task and I'm really struggling with it. I was like, okay, don't worry. I'll sit down with you and we will figure it out. It's going to be fine. So you might find some of these tasks a little bit tricky, but we're here to support you and help you through. And it is, yes, Ria, it is absolutely fine to ask for help, even if you live with me and you're my partner. So yeah, it was really funny, Maria. It was really, I was just like, it's 11 o'clock at night, really. Like, I'm going to address this one tomorrow morning. So, okay, let's dive into your questions now before I make myself tear up by laughing at my own jokes. Okay, so I can see, Ria, that you've asked a question on today's daily task on the Ask Me Anything post. So I'm going to start with you because you've been on this call. Yeah, yeah, Javon, who's saying, help. Yeah, help. Yes, that's exactly it. Okay, right. Ria is saying, I'm interested in learning what type of background picture to use on LinkedIn. I find it hard to find the right one when the coverage comes up so small. Seem to cut half my picture and scaling to size doesn't work. What would be best to put up as your cover picture? Okay, so this is probably the banner that you're talking about there on your profile, I imagine. Like there is key sizing for that banner. So I tend to always have to do a search on Google to remember what the exact size is for LinkedIn banners. But Canva does have templates for LinkedIn banners. So if you want to make your own LinkedIn banner, then Canva have some pre-sized templates which you can use. That's probably the way I would do it, rather than just sort of uploading a picture and trying to get it right. It's going to be better if you actually get the picture created to the right size for the LinkedIn banner. Okay, so do something on Canva if you or get a graphic designer to do it for you. My graphic designer makes great LinkedIn banners, and you'd be welcome to be able to hire him. You can find him under Stephen James. He's in the group. So yeah, I mean, that's another option. So that should help you, Ria. Let me know if that helps. Perfect. Ria's saying, I love using Canva to create content. Perfect. That's your go-to place then to get started with that. Amazing. Okay, so Sue is saying, I know that the free version of LinkedIn is useful, but I'm interested in your perspective on LinkedIn Premium versus Sales Navigator. If I want to have a more enhanced tool, do you have a recommendation on one versus the other? I do. I have a massive recommendation, and I would say don't go for LinkedIn Premium on its own. There's 5 different levels of LinkedIn Premium, and the basic LinkedIn Premium doesn't really give you much. Okay, it's not really worth much, in my opinion. If you're going to pay a subscription for LinkedIn, go for Sales Navigator. You get lots more filter options than you do on the free version of LinkedIn, and that can help you drill down and really target your ideal clients more effectively. So for instance, to give you an example of this, one of the filter options they have that's really useful if you sell B2B is you can filter by size of company based on how many employees they have. So if you work with corporates, putting in the number of employees that the corporates have is really handy, because then you're not going to get people in your search results who are solopreneurs or small business owners, which aren't your ideal clients, right? And that's more effective then, and you're reaching out to people, your ideal clients, and you're not ending up wasting connection requests with people who aren't your ideal clients. So that's a good example of a filter on Sales Navigator for someone who's B2B. If you're B2C, but you say work with professionals around their careers, for instance, maybe you're a leadership coach, executive coach, career coach, then one of the filters that's really helpful for you is how many years the person has been in their current position. Because what you would say to someone who's been in their position for less than a year versus what you say to someone who's been in their position for 3 years or more is quite different, because their pain points are different. Someone who's been in their current role for less than a year, and say you're a career coach, they're more interested in being able to make an impact in their current role. They're not necessarily ready for another promotion at that point. But someone who's been in their position for 3 years might be feeling like, I've been passed over for a promotion. I've been stagnating here. I really kind of want to advance. So they're a better audience to reach out to as a career coach, right? So, so it allows you to really focus in more closely on the people who are your ideal clients. And there's lots of other filters as well, but that just gives you a sort of flavor of a couple of the filters that are there that can be really helpful depending on what your business is. Okay, so Sue, let me know if that was helpful to you. I'd love to get your feedback on that. John has got his question. He's saying, John Clements, I saw you on here earlier, so I'll answer your question. I post regularly on LinkedIn 3 times a week, get lots of impressions, but no engagement. Last week, I posted the same article in 2 different niches, niche groups, and received over 700 impressions, but no engagement. Without knowing what I'm doing wrong, obviously, I don't know what changes to make. Okay, so the first thing that you have to ask yourself, John, is do you have your ideal clients in your audience? That's the first question. I.e., do you have connections who are your ideal clients? Are you actively growing your connections with your ideal clients? That's the first thing that we need to answer, because if you're not growing your connections with your ideal clients, then even though you're posting 3 times a week, it's not being seen by people who are your ideal clients, which means you're not going to generate inbound leads, which is them reaching out to you saying they want to work with you, because it's not being seen by the right people. So that's the first question to ask yourself. The second thing, if actually you do have your ideal clients in your audience, is, does your audience typically comment and like on posts or not? Because for quite a lot of audiences, some of them don't really post and like, but they might still be watching your content. Okay. So impressions wise, 700 impressions is great if you have, say, 500 connections, even 700 connections or 1,000 connections. That's a good result, because we know that that's like 3/4 of your connections have seen the post. So if you've got 1,000 connections and 700 see the post, we know somewhere between probably 500 and 700 have seen your posts. That's good. Okay, so we'd be happy about that. So if you're getting impressions that's proportionally the kind of right number related to how many connections you have, then that's another thing that we want to evaluate. So a third thing is, and also if your audience typically don't tend to engage, in terms of liking and commenting, that there's one of those audiences that don't, but they are seeing the content, that's good. The third thing you can do to just try and get more engagement on your content is make sure you've got more of a call to action or some kind of a question that you're asking in the content that's going to get people to comment. Perhaps you might also want to look at trying to hit that sort of content sweet spot a little bit more between business related content, but done in a personal approach that gives people an emotional reaction. When you do that, you're more likely to get some engagement. I would also consider being part of an engagement pod, connecting with some others who might not be your ideal clients, but connect with others where you support each other's posts. So you can just get a little bit of an uplift on your posts by the engagement that you give to each other's. That could also just help start stimulating some more engagement from your ideal clients. So that's the process I would go through in order to decide, what the issue is and why you're not getting engagement on your posts, and whether or not you should be really concerned about it or not. When I teach in my program, we also look at the customer journey, and we look at creating content that isn't just addressing the pain points of the audience, but also is helping them to understand why your particular way of working or your approach is really effective at helping them solve the problem that they have. So we're kind of moving them through that journey to being ready to buy from you. That's another element that can help when your content is more varied. But I suppose at this stage, without getting too technical with you, I would say one of the important things is actually just trying to make your content hit that content sweet spot where you have business related content done in a bit more of a personal approach, so that you can make it easier for people to engage with it. You might also want to share some personal posts as well, mixed in with those content sweet spot posts, because the personal posts always get tons of engagement and tons of comments and likes. If something's happening in your life, something positive or something challenging, you can share about that, or maybe something that everyone is excited about in your community. For instance, when it was the King's coronation over here in the UK, posting about that, got a lot of engagement. So think about including some personal posts as well, because that can also then help get more eyeballs to the content that is more business related as well. So, you know, you interweave some personal posts with the business related content. So they're just a few tips there, John. Hopefully gives you some ideas. We are going to cover more about content marketing later in the challenge. So stay tuned, because we will be covering more about that later on. Okay, fantastic. Let me know, John, if that helped answer your question as well. Perfect. Okay. Fantastic. Right, let's have a little look. Have we got some questions that are a little bit more about what we've covered today? So Claire's got a question. Okay. Hi, Shelley. I haven't had a response yet on my 2 possible headlines. I have 2 client groups. One is quiet, shy, introverted people, and I'm pretty okay reaching them through my website. The other is people with a drama background to train to lead my courses. This is the group I want to focus on LinkedIn. My revised version, after listening to your video, focuses more on the training. So founder trainer of the Sunflower Effect courses, specializing in confidence for quiet people, helping drama professionals and coaches make a living doing work you really love, speaker and drama therapist. Okay, previously I had this, but it's not really focusing on who I specifically want to help through my training. Specialist in confidence for quiet, shy, and introverted people. Confidence course trainer. Okay, I appreciate your help. We'll listen to the recording, but I can't attend the lives. Okay, so Claire, I have some advice for you. And the first thing is that I would question as to whether, you know, drama teachers are necessarily your ideal client. I think that there's another opportunity here of who you could target with your trainings. Because if you're training people to be able to have more confidence, okay, there, you know, and you want to attract people through LinkedIn, what you're doing would be perfect for a lot of coaches working with corporate professionals. So I actually think that the target audience for your trainings would, you know, okay, you can keep the drama therapist, but I would probably consider attracting them through a different means other than LinkedIn. Maybe Facebook might be a bit easier to attract them through, but I would actually go for coaches as your target audience, because your confidence training program that you can teach them in can help them get better results with their their corporate professionals who are their clients. So the types of coaches that you can really help would be, you know, leadership coaches, executive coaches, career coaches, you know, even kind of going across to life coaches as well. So it's really quite a broad audience of coaches and trainers. You could help them with your offering. I think that is a really good audience for you. And of course, you could also go for the drama teachers as well. But I think that the people who are going to have an audience who most need what you're offering is actually going to be the coaches' audience. And they often, a lot of coaches, what they want to learn is how to get better results with their clients. They want to help them move forwards faster, you know, step out of their comfort zone, be able to be, you know, more confident in meetings, be able to lead their team with more confidence, you know, and that's utilizing all the skills that you have, you know, you're trained in and that you've put into your program. So I think that I would start thinking about that now. You know, I'm lucky because Maria did let me know that you were coming onto this challenge, and I had a little look at your profile ahead of you coming on the challenge so I could see how to help you. And that's the advice that I had at the time. So please, I hope you listen back to this. What we might do, Maria, if you want to actually just make sure that Claire gets this message and she knows we are about 40 minutes into the Q&A. If you can just let her know to listen to the recording on this live, then that would be great, because it would be great for her to hear that feedback. And hopefully I have not given you too much to think about and overwhelmed you by changing your audience, but genuinely, you're going to have a really good result if you target coaches through LinkedIn. That is definitely the right audience for you to be targeting with what you're doing. Absolutely 100%. Okay. And because of what I know with working with so many career, leadership, executive coaches, led coaches, etc., I know, like, you know, I know that they are going to need what you're offering. So it's perfect. Amazing. Ah, fantastic. Thank you, Maria. That's brilliant. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, thank you, Heidi, for giving me the questions from people that are on this call. That's really good. So Jen is saying, I cannot find the words for what I do. Coach or trainer is too vague. Specialist or expert, but not sure what in, because DE&I is also vague. And actually, I'm a specialist in consent. Titles like Maverick or Rebel sound unprofessional. Okay, Jen. So, I think, and you may not like this. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that. But I think that you are you're an expert in DE&I when it comes to the LGBTQ area and gender. I think that's what we've discussed on the call we had. So gender, LGBTQ, you're an expert in those areas, and specifically DE&I when it comes to those areas for companies. So that's what I think you want to focus on. Just embrace that. You could say DE&I expert specializing in, and then gender and LGBTQ areas for, and then companies, blah, 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 right? PR companies or whatever you want to end it. So that's what I would suggest. You could, I know that your brand is irregular. I think in your scenario, the most important thing is you get across that you are the DE&I expert when it comes to these areas, like the LGBTQ and reaching LGBTQ audience, and also gender. I think that's what I would be focused on and trying to get known for, okay, because that is quite focused and that's specific. And based on what we discussed on the call, it's also really clear the need that there is in companies to get your help, especially PR companies. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Jen, do let me know if that was helpful to you. Stuart is saying, do you have any suggestions for transferring our headline information to the text in our profile? So yeah, that's super easy. Basically, on your LinkedIn profile, on the right-hand side, just across from where your name is, you'll see a little pencil. You just want to click on that pencil. It will open up the box with all that information that's in that first section, including the space where you need to add your headline, and you can just add your headline in there. So it's pretty straightforward. Good luck with that. It'd be great to see your finished headline on your profile. Amazing. So yeah, Stuart, let me know if that works for you. Natasha is asking, which one do you advise to know how many people work in the company? I have got career, but I don't think that is sufficient, and I do not know how to upgrade it. Okay, so Sales Navigator is the paid subscription on LinkedIn that gives you the Sales Navigator platform, which allows you to get the filters, which shows you how many people, to be able to filter by number of people in the company. Okay, so Sales Navigator is what you need. Okay, so Sonal is saying, as today's topic is headline, can you please guide me on doing my banner and important things it can contain to make it powerful? So Sonal, what I'd say to you is, if you want to just drop in some details about your business and your headline into a comment now on the live, then I can talk to you and give you some suggestions for your banner. Because basically with your banner, you want to include your logo, your website, some contact details. You want to have a strap line, and that's the most important piece, which is really expressing the outcome you help your ideal clients achieve. So it's something that encapsulates who you are, what you do, and the outcomes you help achieve with your clients. And those are the main elements that you want to be on the banner. Okay, but to sort of help you decide exactly what you're going to put on the banner, then I need a bit more information. Amazing. Stuart is saying, thanks to you and to your people for the help in reviewing my headline. You are very welcome, Stuart. Super glad that was helpful. Amazing. Yeah, Jen is saying, thanks, Shelley. I can see that makes sense and would be effective in my niche. It's just that I'm not sure that my niche is my passion. That niche is my passion. I'll keep thinking, okay. So You're shifting a bit from what we discussed on the call. I understand that. You've got to find the thing that's your passion. That's really important. Amazing. Yeah, so to upgrade, basically it's super simple. You basically just go to the icon which has got your face in it at the top of the menu bar in LinkedIn. Click on there and you'll see the option just in the drop down menu to be able to upgrade. Okay, so it's just the icon which has your picture on it that's in the menu bar. Click on there and you'll get a drop down menu and you'll see the option to upgrade there. And if you don't, then you can actually just go to Google, put in Sales Navigator. You'll get the page, the LinkedIn page where you can talk to LinkedIn in order to start getting Sales Navigator access. Now you can get a 30-day free trial before you actually jump in and buy Sales Navigator. So definitely take up that 30-day free trial. Okay. Good luck. Amazing. Okay, perfect. Oh, fantastic. That's great. Simple changes made all the difference. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. Yeah, Sonia has just dropped in the link for Sales Navigator as well. Thank you for doing that, Sonia. Perfect. So Steph is saying, I'd love if there was a challenge to find my niche. Nothing seems to help get clarity. It's so frustrating and I'm definitely overthinking it. Okay, well, this is something we can help you with, Steph. Do you want to just drop in some information about what you do, who you work with, just a little bit of detail that might help, and we can see if we can help you with your niche. Okay, I do have a recorded challenge that helps with sort of, I'm kind of getting a little bit, it does a bit of that work around the niche and the sort of getting started stages. This is what I call the business foundations, coming up with the decisions for the business foundations. So we can always point you in the direction of that free training as well. Okay, perfect. Amazing. Okay, so Sonal is saying my headline is Natural Pharmacist and Detox Specialist, empowering women, entrepreneurs, and professionals over 30 to reclaim energy, balance hormones, and eliminate stress. Yes, now I remember. Okay, thank you for that. That's helped remind me of what you're doing. Perfect, because I saw your headline earlier. So, okay, so the main thing here that you're doing is you're helping women to be able to have more energy again, balance their hormones, and eliminate stress. The overarching element of this for the women that you're helping is typically when they have challenges around this, they might be going through menopause, perimenopause symptoms. Perhaps it's not even that. Maybe it's they're not at the menopause stage, but they're just experiencing sort of problems with their hormones for other reasons. Maybe maybe they have PCOS or something like that going on. So there could be a number of things. But here, the key outcomes that your audience wants are to feel more, have more energy, basically not be so tired all the time, and to be able to have their body in balance. Oftentimes they have put on weight as well as a result of the imbalance, and they want that to be improved. What I'm going to say to you here is that I don't think you need in your headline, I also gave you feedback on this already, I don't think you need to state that they're entrepreneurs and professionals. I would just say empowering women to reclaim their energy, balance hormones, and eliminate stress. That's all you need to focus on. Now, in a strap line for your banner, you want to focus on the outcome. So empowering women to reclaim the energy, balance hormones, and eliminate stress. It's quite long. So I think I would try and shorten it to what the biggest outcomes are that they want. Probably like they want to feel more energy. They want to have their body in balance again. Those are the kind of things they want. So what I would suggest is we focus on those elements. So probably energy, I think also weight would probably be something that they would want to, improve, be able to do better weight loss, because that's often, and they want their hormones to be balanced and feel calm. So we want just to pull that into the strap line. Simple thing that you could do is just empowering women to balance their hormones, eliminate stress, and reclaim their energy again, or reclaim their energy and their enjoyment of their body again. Something like that. I think the bit about enjoying their body is quite key, or confidence in their body or something like that is quite key, because that's an outcome that comes from balancing the hormones, and eliminating the stress. So that's my thinking. I feel a little bit though, Sonal, like we have a little bit further that we can go with this. I feel like we're probably still like at an earlier stage, and we could get a little bit more into the deeper outcome that your audience wants. And that's where I'm touching on the weight loss piece, because I know that one of the problems when the hormones are not in balance is that your weight gain can be an issue. The other thing to consider is, there's a lot of menopause coaches out there right now. Maybe you don't want to just focus in on that. Maybe you want to keep broader than that, but that is another way that you can go, which kind of pulls all of this together. So just a few things for you to think about there. I think if I was working with you, we would spend a bit more time really kind of digging deeper into the outcomes before making a full decision as to which you're going to focus on, because we really want to make sure that you focus on those outcomes that your audience are going to be really like compelled to work with you over. And from my take, often I think the two outcomes that women want is more energy, their body to be in balance, and also to get their weight back to a level that they're happy with. So let me know what you think about that. Okay, yeah, if you just want to comment, that would be great. Okay, so let's have a little look in the meantime. Yeah, Banaz is saying, I'm struggling with my niche too. I help clients with life insurance, long-term care insurance, and retirement planning. So the key thing here is thinking about, well, who is the audience, Banaz, that you want to focus in on, right? Do you want to focus in on the sort of high net worth individuals to help them with life insurance, long-term care insurance, and retirement planning? Or who is that audience that you're working with? What you do is pretty straightforward. A lot of times you might also want to think about, well, who are the people that really need the life insurance or the retirement planning or long-term care insurance? I know as a business owner, this is super important for me. Life insurance is really important for parents. So this can really help you build a picture of exactly who you should be focusing in on. Typically, I would say the obvious niche to go for when you have these offerings is going to be those sort of, corporate professionals who are in good, well-paid jobs. Okay, they're going to be in their sort of, you want to get them early enough when they're thinking about all of this stuff, but they haven't really got someone in place. But also, usually 30s and 40s is when we think about, all of these different elements and really start working more deeply on making sure we've got something in place. But I also know people in their 50s who are really more set on the retirement planning, and they've kind of only hit that at the 50s point. So your audience age grouping is probably 30 to 50, but probably it's better to get them a little sooner rather than later in that audience age grouping. The other element I would say as well is go for these corporate professionals in well-paid positions. Have a kind of minimum income that you work with, so they need to be making over a certain amount, like whatever that is. You can say it's $100,000 a year, and up, right? And then look at job titles that reflect that. You might also want to consider business owners, so CEOs of businesses, because business owners really need to have all of this stuff in place, because we don't have as much. We have to kind of really prepare that side. There's less likelihood of being able to have a plan B, right? When you're a business owner, you have to have this in place. So when you're talking to your niches, you might say corporate professionals and business owners. And in this scenario, yes, you would potentially mention both, all right, rather than just mentioning one or the other. So hopefully, Banez, that helps you. It's given you some sort of suggestions as to where to start, but you definitely want to focus in on corporate professionals who are earning a certain amount, because then they're going to be able to afford to put money into their pension, get life insurance, pay for the life insurance premiums, long-term care insurance, etc. They're going to have more needs around retirement planning, okay, and be able to pay for that. So let me know if that helps. Sonal, I'm glad that was super helpful. Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, when you speak about mothers and protecting their family, that really stuck out to me. Absolutely. So when you think about it, life insurance is really important to people who have kids. I don't have children, so I actually don't really need life insurance, because life insurance is about what you leave after you die, right? So, and you want to leave a lump sum for someone who's left after you. So either a spouse or children. That would be the typical scenario. And children is like the biggest factor, right? So we're always thinking about the offering that you have and who is the audience that most need that. So then that helps us to identify who your niche is. If we think through that, we're also thinking about what your passion is as well. And it's sort of trying to bring passion, background, expertise together with who are the people that need what you offer. And you bring those two things together to create a niche around you. Amazing. I'm so glad that was helpful. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, one of the reasons that I went with a financial advisor that I work with, one of the reasons I went with him is because he specializes, part of what he also works with other people, but he specializes a lot in working with business owners. So he works with a lot of business owners. And that was important to me. He's also really young. I say really young, he's in his 30s. But I wanted someone who was not in their 50s, because I want them to be able to grow with me and be there as I go through my journey until I get to retirement. I was like, yes, I need him to be younger than me. That is helpful to me, right? So that's not always the case, but it's like, if you just think, you think about who might you really appeal to as well. There may be people maybe more like you as well that you can really connect with. I have some people who focus in on working, they do what you do and they focus on working with women, so it's because a lot of women maybe prepare less than men do, or maybe are less confident about what they need to do and they kind of leave it to their husbands. Whereas I think it's so important for women to get in, to take control of their wealth building. I think this is absolutely key for women to do this. So there's lots of options here, but the kind of core thing for everyone is that with the services you offer, you need people to be earning a certain amount. I know it's unfortunate. I'd love it to be a different way, but that's kind of the way that's going to help you be able to make a living from offering the services that you do. Yeah, exactly. I like working with women, but most of my clients tend to be men. And I'm not surprised by that. That doesn't surprise me at all. Unfortunately, I think we need to encourage more women to really take control of their wealth building. But yeah, and also, unfortunately, a lot of directors and a lot of senior leaders still in very senior positions are men rather than women, and we need to change that. But that's also partly where things are. Okay. Let's dive into this. Hannah is saying, is there further help with niching, please? I'm still struggling with focusing on entrepreneurs and creative entrepreneurs. Hannah, can you do me a favor and also just drop in that information? I know I've seen your posts already and I've given you feedback, but if you can just drop in that information about, your audience, what you do, just give me that information, that it will jog my memory, and then I can give you some support. I also want to just say to anyone whilst we're on this call, if you've created a headline, you would like me to just take a look at it now, pop it into the comments and I will just give you some feedback on your headline now. Doesn't matter if you've had feedback in the group already. I know we've had a lot of headlines in there. I have been kind of going through and looking at all of them, even if my team have been responding to you. So I've been checking and seeing if, where I feel I needed to drop in and add a little bit more. So yeah, just drop in your headline if you would like a bit of feedback on it. I'd be happy to just take a look at it and give you a bit of feedback now. Perfect. And I think we've done really well with all the questions. So yeah, just making sure. Yeah, perfect. We've done really well on the Ask Me Anything questions. Okay. So Hannah is saying, okay. I've decided to narrow my ideal client to entrepreneurs and exclude professionals who want to start their own business. Yes. Now I'm reminding myself of this. Okay, I'm thinking of niching entrepreneurs to creative entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs and creative professionals. Is this a good idea? I will be helping them with growing their business through holistic leadership. My background is very diverse, financially qualified accountant, yoga, philosophy. Okay, so Hannah, I can give you some really good advice. So one of my clients, Nancy Cogswell, she is kind of similar to you. She has a background as a management consultant, as well as she's also an artist, and she has run her own architecture business. So when we were working together, she'd done a coaching qualification and she was trying to figure out what her niche should be and how to talk about it, what to put as the title. She'd started out talking a lot about being a transformational coach. And I sort of said to her, yeah, but you have that background as the management consultant. We kind of need that to be there too. And you've run your own business as an architecture firm. So what we came up with was business and transformation coach for creative entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs in creative industries. She primarily focuses on females, okay? I don't think we actually put female into the headline, but she primarily focuses on females. And it's all about helping them to be able to grow and scale their business without the overwhelm. So very much about making sure that they're still able to take care of themselves, have time for themselves and what matters to them outside of work whilst growing the business. And that balance for the established entrepreneurs is really important. That's what they're all looking for, is that balance between being able to grow the business but actually still feeling like they have a life and they're not just completely overwhelmed. And that's what she's able to, her combined skills can really help with that. Now, looking at yours, your background is different from Nancy's, but not that different. Okay. I think it does work to niche in the area of creative entrepreneurs. Something to bear in mind is that your ideal client, Hannah, you ideally want to work with those entrepreneurs that are already quite successful, because they're already maybe making $500,000 plus with their business, growing and scaling the business. If you work with them, you're going to be able, they're going to want to pay you to get your help with this, because if you work with people who are too early on in their journey or they're not making enough revenue, they're not necessarily going to be able to afford to pay you. Okay. Whereas you could have, could be working with creative entrepreneurs who have small teams, they're architecture companies or, something like that, or, small fashion business or something like that, where they have enough revenue happening with the business that they can afford to pay you. And that's really key. Okay. So let me just look and see if there's anything else I need to let you know, just to help. Yeah, I think that's probably answered everything. But yeah, absolutely. Focusing in on creative entrepreneurs as being your target audience, or CEOs of creative companies like architecture companies, but also could be design companies, interior design. There's lots of different creative industries. I think it's a great idea. I also have another client, Michaela Dillon, who's based in Sweden. She's a business coach to creative entrepreneurs. Now, she tends to work with slightly more solopreneurs rather than small businesses. Nancy works with entrepreneurs who have a small team, and they're whereas Michaela works with slightly smaller companies, but they're still established. Their turnover might be a bit less, but she's been doing really well targeting them. Now she's doing more kind of marketing and business coaching with them. So maybe you want to look at Michaela Dillon's profile, look at Nancy Cogswell's profile, and they're kind of similar to you, but there's a little bit of difference there, but that might give you some insights, some ideas that could be helpful. I'm just thinking maybe my team can get you their LinkedIn profiles so you can take a look at them. You know, maybe Heidi or Fem, you could get Nancy Cogswell and Michaela Dillon's LinkedIn profile, or Sonia, maybe you could grab it for Hannah to take a look at. Yeah, absolutely. Nancy is amazing at what she does. And yeah, she's done so well. She did so well. She actually picked up her first client during the challenge. It was so, so great. Yeah, perfect. Okay, good. So Hannah, let me know if that helped you. Perfect. Margaret, yeah, just seeing your question. Let me grab your question. So I'm an advanced clinical massage therapist specialized in helping people suffering back pain. Should I change or keep my headline? Pain reliever specialist for professionals, leaders, and organizations, remotely and hands-on via Zoom, helping you relieve back pain, aches, and tensions to enable you to enjoy greater health and better quality of life. I think that is great, actually. The only thing that I'm just wondering is because you've got the organizations, it's like it could be part of their corporate well-being program. You might, you could do a little line and say corporate well-being program. That you could add that on if it may be that there's not enough space. So you maybe could take the, you just put remote, like, just instead of remotely and hands-on via Zoom, you could just say remote, because it sounds like it's just remote. I try to shorten it a little bit for you. So yeah, I think that would be my suggestion. Let me know if that was helpful, Margaret. Hannah's saying perfect. That was very helpful. Good. I was really pleased. Good job. I love that you're just like cogitating it, thinking, letting it work through and getting clearer and clearer. That's brilliant, Hannah. Well done. Yeah, so Heidi's just posted Nancy and Michaela's profiles there, so you can have a look at them. Ah, fantastic. Ah, Ria, I'm so pleased you're enjoying this. It's great. Awesome. Awesome. That's brilliant. So let's have a little look. Let's see what other questions you guys have. So Mark has put in his headline, founder of Reno Cycling Limited and the Velo Tool brand, expert in creating and designing top-tier cycling tools and accessories, guaranteed to elevate your cycling needs for enthusiasts and professionals alike. So I really like that. I know that you're targeting the sort of owners of bicycle or cycling companies, or cycling, retail, I imagine retail outlets as well. I'm just wondering, we haven't got anything about them in the headline, but is it necessary is the question I'm asking myself right now. Okay. So guaranteed to elevate your cycling needs for enthusiasts and professionals alike. That's the last bit that I'm only wondering about, because these top tier cycling tools and accessories. So I know that you also, some of it is display elements, I think you design as well. I don't know whether I got that right or wrong. Okay, but I'm thinking if you've got other products that are more like the accessories side, you've got that covered. Do you know what? I think you've covered it. I think you have it there in the headline. Expert in curating and designing top-tier cycling tools and accessories. Okay, and that makes sense with who you are. The only thing I'm wondering is there something we need here that focuses on that audience of the owners of these bicycle sort of companies, companies that sell retail bikes, etc. What is it that they want to be able to do more? Do they want accessories that they're going to be, able, that their customers are going to love, so they're going to want to buy loads of them? And that's kind of the bit where you've got the guaranteed to elevate your cycling needs for enthusiasts and professionals alike. I'm just wondering whether we guaranteed to elevate your customers' cycling needs, or guaranteed to meet your customers' cycling needs, guaranteed to exceed your customers' cycling needs. I'm kind of wondering about that. And I may be missing something, Mark, about what you're doing, but I'm just trying to, like, if we think in the sort of the way that your audience is thinking, what they want is the products that are just going to fly off the shelves, and they're going to meet a need that the customers have that they haven't currently, they're not meeting right now. So they'll sell more. So I'm just wondering about trying to get something in there, or even just slightly editing what you've already got around the guaranteed to elevate your cycling needs for enthusiasts and professionals alike, away from the person who's the end user and a little bit more towards what the retailer is wanting. So let me know if that helps. Just, give me. Yeah, and you create design display products as well for cycling retailers. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully, look, I think hopefully some of that feedback I've given you, I think what you have is fine. It definitely says what you do, but I think maybe just see if you like that slight change to the last sentence, guaranteed to elevate your customers' cycling, or guaranteed to meet and exceed your customers' cycling needs. Something like that. And I want to say something about boosting sales, but I'm just trying to figure out how you would incorporate that and boost your sales. That is very, very much focusing on those retailers. It could be very much the outcome that they really want to see happen. So yeah, that would be my suggestion. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Right. Let's dive in, see if we can do some more. How's everyone doing, guys? You doing good? I'm aware I'm really focused. I'm in the zone, right? Let's answer your questions. Let's see how many people we can help whilst we're still on this call. Let's dive through. Okay. I'm a BOSZS, Leadership for Children, supported by leaders, giving their expertise, being trained as well. Meanwhile, building forest and preserving forest as a business. Okay. So could you give me your headline, probably, so that I can help you, because I'm not 100% sure, at this point, also what is BOSZS as well, because I don't know what that means. So just, give me your headline if you want me to check your headline, and tell me what BOSZS stands for so that I've got some clarity on that. Perfect. And then I'll try and give you a hand. Awesome. Okay, Benez is saying financial services professional, helping professionals and business owners with tax diversification, life and long-term care insurance to reach their dream retirements, so you do not have sleepless nights thinking about your finances. I like that. I think that it's quite long, and I'm not sure you can get all of that into the headline. So I might take that last line off about the not having sleepless nights. That's what I would then put into the about section, Benaz. I think that's really important to go into your about section, because that's where you can talk about the kind of what they're worried about. Okay. I would also capitalize the first letter of each of the words. So financial services professional, for professionals and business owners, hyphen, helping you with tax diversification, life and long-term care insurance, so you can, you can enjoy your dream retirement, something like that, because it's not just about reaching it, it's also about just enjoying it. And that's what we all think about, is like getting there to retirement and being able to enjoy it, and also enjoy it without worrying about, money. Yeah. That's the key element that I'm hearing a lot from people who are retiring right now, that they've retired, but they don't have enough money actually, and they're struggling. That's the big thing that I'm hearing from a lot of people. The other thing is being able to actually retire, full stop. That's also coming up for a lot of people. I know it's like we actually can't afford to retire right now. And that seems, this is about good financial planning can allow you to actually retire. So I think there's elements of what I'm saying that you're going to put in the about section rather than being in the headline. But I think there's the kind of thing of being able to retire when on time, right? Being able to retire at a point that, that's kind of on time, and also comfort. Have your dream retirement and enjoy your dream retirement. That's really important. So I think those two things I would bring in and just get rid of that final line. Okay, let me know if that helps, Benez. Amazing. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Mark's saying brilliant. He's going to try again with the last sentence. Yeah, it's so close. It's just maybe you've just added in the customer piece into that last sentence, because I like the guaranteed word. That's really good. Okay, brilliant. So be the boss, and your logo is SZS. Okay. Boz is forest. Okay. Cool. Right. Let's just see, where are we? Okay. So okay, so Doris is saying, am I on the right track? Old headlines, career and personal growth strategist, federal resume reviewer, lots of different elements. And you've changed it to career and personal growth strategist for diverse professionals, like career and personal branding crossroads, aligning your unique brand with a life for more fulfillment, financial independence, and impact. So I actually really much prefer your new version, because it's a little clearer to me what you're doing. The only word I'm not 100% sure about is diverse professionals. I mean, I would just leave it as professionals, right? Career and personal growth strategies for professionals at a career and personal branding crossroads. Perhaps you could even say just at a crossroads, right? So career and personal growth strategists for professionals at a crossroads, helping you craft your personal brand. So, or helping you get clarity on your career path, or helping you advance your career path by creating your unique career brand that gives you more fulfillment, financial independence, and impact. Or even just take the bit about the brand out, I think. So career and personal growth strategist for professionals at a crossroads, helping you advance your career, so you can, helping you advance your career, helping you advance your career and enjoy more fulfillment, meaning, financial independence, and impact. That, I think, does it, Doris. I think we got there in the end. Okay. Reason why I'm saying about dropping the bit about the personal branding bit and the unique brand is because that is the delivery method, right? So that is what you're helping them with in order to help them get the outcomes they want. Your audience are less worried about the delivery method. They're more interested in actually just the outcome, because they may have an idea of what the outcome is that they want and the problem that they have, but how you get them there is of less concern to them. So for instance, I like using this example, and my students, you'll have heard this one loads of times. If I want to get a parcel to New York, I really don't care how the company I use gets it to New York. I just want to know that it's going to be there tomorrow by 5 o'clock. That's what I want to know. I don't care whether you're sending it by plane, whether it's going by boat, whether it's going by train. I just want to know that it's going to be there on time when I want it to be there. That is the outcome. So this is what I'm saying about focus on the outcome your ideal clients want. Don't worry about telling them about the delivery method. You can educate them on the delivery method and why that's so good later on, but you don't need it in the headline. In the headline, you just want to grab their attention, okay? You don't have long to get people's attention, so you just want to grab their attention. We will educate them about why the delivery method you use is the best one later on, right? That's okay. Hopefully that will help. That can help all of you actually with thinking how you write that headline. Amazing. Perfect. Okay, Yvonne, if I can't hop onto LinkedIn to see your headline, so if you want to just post it, then I'll be able to give you some feedback on it. Doris says that helps. Awesome. I'm so pleased. That's great, Doris. Amazing. Okay, we've probably got time for just like a couple more, so let's see how many I can get through. Okay. I'm a yoga teacher and would like to focus on office people. Story is that I would like companies to book courses for their employees to counterbalance the forward-bended life we all have. Yes, my shoulders. I had some videos were taken of me dancing on the weekend, and my shoulders were so rounded. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to need to do more about that. So you're saying they would get out of the program physically and mentally well-balanced employees. What do I think of this niche in your story? I think this is so key, but what we also have to think about is what the company is really feel is important to them in terms of supporting the employees. Now, posture, of course, is important, but if the company is going to hire your services as part of their corporate well-being program, what matters to them is that their employees don't have as much absenteeism, that they are able to be productive, that they're not off sick because of pain, right? And back pain and problems like that. And that, that they see what they're receiving from you is a way of them as a company being able to retain their employees because it's a benefit. So I think what I would say to you is, yes, we do tend to have like a forward-bended life, and therefore, but what you need to think about is what are the problems that causes in terms of pain, in terms of sickness, in terms of stress, all those other kind of issues that can cause. So that's what I would link it to, because that is what is going to attract your companies to want to work with you and bring you in to help with a corporate wellbeing program that's focused on this. Okay, so hopefully that helps, Brie. Okay, awesome. Yeah, just let me know if that was helpful to you. Okay, cool. Right, so Paolo says, Sonia, help me with my headline. Strategic property investment specialist helping healthcare professionals build generational wealth through tailored hands-free property investing solutions. I love this. I think it's great. And I can tell that Sonia helped you. I think it's a great headline. You're very focused. You've got a very clear niche. I think it's brilliant. Yeah, good job. I love it. And of course, if you grow beyond just healthcare professionals and you start targeting other audiences, of course, you can, change the headline to match what you're doing, or just, take out the bit that is being specifically about healthcare professionals and just widen it out, right? But this is great. Good job. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so Yvonne is saying e-commerce business expert and mentor teaching and developing entrepreneurial-minded individuals to build multiple streams of income with a home-based business. I love it. Perfect. Good job. Yes, really good job, Yvonne. I love that. And it fits with MLM as well. Bree is saying thank you for your support. Love it. Great job. Well done, Bree. Oh my God, we've done so good. Have I managed to actually get around everyone? I think there's one more, Clara. I missed your one. CRM consultant who helps fractional CMOs create high converting customer journeys without the complexity. I think that's great. I've been talking about customer journeys only today with my students. It's really, really important. High converting customer journey is super, super important. I think it's very focused what you're doing, Clara. I think you've got a clear focus to this, a clear audience. I know that Katrina gave you some feedback because she is actually a fractional CMO for mid-sized SMEs. She gave you some feedback. Maybe you might want to even just have a conversation with Katrina. I think she'd be a great person for you to talk to and just give you a bit more support. So she's one of my students. She's amazing. And she's also an ambassador on this challenge. So you can just send her a message. Okay. Good luck, Clara. Fantastic. Okay, perfect. Right. So with more than 13 years experience in executive search recruitment, I have a wealth of knowledge and expertise in assisting organizations with the challenge of identifying candidates who contribute value and drive success. I love it. Good. So this is maybe that about section, sort of the small about section piece that we put together as well for the LinkedIn profile. So great job as a starting point. Fantastic. I love it. If you have a specific niche, particularly industry sectors that you love working with, I know you probably can work with a lot of different industry sectors, but it could help to like kind of specify a particular industry sector and become the leader in that industry sector, or just have a few different industry sectors that you want to focus in on initially. Okay, that could be great too. I've been doing that with a couple of my clients recently who are in a similar sector to you, so it could be really good. Ah, fantastic, Clara. Glad that was helpful. Amazing. Okay. Trying to do more speaking gigs and champion inclusivity. So not sure how to make sure this is conveyed. The Autism Hero Project, Tamika Morales, championing inclusion through business and creativity, autism advocate and storyteller, best-selling author. Okay. So what I would say is that when you're going to be using your LinkedIn profile to reach out to people, so you've got to make it like as a person as opposed to as a business. So when you're writing your headline, you don't necessarily need to put your name in the headline. You can do, founder of the Autism Hero Project, championing inclusion through business and creativity. So, okay, so that's the focus of what you do, championing inclusion through business and creativity, autism advocate and storyteller. Perfect. Perfect. I think that's great. The one thing that you might want to think about is, are you just trying, is what you're doing at the outcome, is that about raising awareness of autism? Okay. Or is there another kind of outcome that you're providing for a particular audience? So, if this is a business, how are you generating a revenue for the business? Who is your ideal client and what are you offering them? If it's more that you're just trying to become a sort of a thought leader and a champion of, for people with autism, then this is perfect. If it's a business and there's some other kind of elements going on, then we might want to add in something that helps you more with that piece. But as you're saying, you're saying speaking gigs and champion inclusivity. Okay, so let me see if it's speaking. We need to have the bit about speaker a little higher up. If that's how you're getting income to support what you're doing, I would bring that higher up. So I might say international speaker and founder of the Autism Hero Project, championing inclusion through business and creativity, or championing, I would actually maybe focus more then on autism advocate and storyteller, maybe bring that higher up. I don't know whether you need to say you could say championing inclusion. I don't know whether you need the through business and creativity bit. So what I'm trying to do is really kind of make this headline more focused for you on actually bringing you the work that you want and raising the profile that you want. So that's why we're shifting it a bit. So international speaker and founder of the Autism Hero Project, championing inclusion for people with autism, you could say that, autism advocate and storyteller, best-selling author. Perfect. That should do it. Amazing. I'm glad that helps. Awesome. Good job. Okay. Amazing. Well, look, I think I might have actually got there. I might have actually done it. So what I want to do just before we finish up for now is I want you to just put one word in the comment of how you're feeling right now. Like, is there something that you've had an aha moment as you've been listening to me talk? I love reviewing people's headlines. I love reviewing the headlines. So, has that sparked something for you? What are you feeling now at the end of this session? yeah, what's happening? Let's just have a nice flood of comments and get a sense of like where you're at right now. Yeah, I'm just going to take a breath for a moment because I need to breathe. So can Heidi, could you just spell, it's Katrina Clulo, can you spell out Katrina's name for Clara so that she knows how to look for her? She responded to you, Clara, on one of your when you posted on the daily task. So she actually gave you a response, so you can find her there. They're perfect. Heidi's done that for you, Katrina Clulo. There you go. Amazing. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, and if we've missed anyone, like Monica, please do pop it onto the daily task of today's daily task post. We will give you some feedback, okay? We'll come back and check it out. All right, definitely. So apologies if I missed your headline there. Amazing. Okay. Yeah, so Brie is saying motivated. I love that. Mark is saying enthused. Clara is saying motivated. Heather is saying motivated. Stuart is saying grateful. Ria is saying keep going, don't give up, and consistency is key. I love that. Yeah, more motivated. Yeah, if you haven't been able to do the headline yet, you will be able to discuss it on the next Q&A. I will be live again at 9 o'clock. So you haven't missed your chance. And same goes for Monica as well. If you want me to talk about your headline live, we can do that on the next Q&A, which is going to be at 9 o'clock. So in about an hour and 25 minutes time. Okay, perfect. Amazing. Doris is saying feeling energized and ready to update my profile. I love that. Fantastic. Margaret, that's awesome. Love the feedback given. Yeah, brilliant. Love it. Awesome, guys. Fantastic. So look, I am going to be going live again in an hour and 25 minutes time. We will be having another special guest, and you have to hear his story. Oh my God, you have to hear his story because it's phenomenal. The results he got in such a short space of time, just with one piece of advice that I gave him, and you've got to hear what that is because it's just like a game changer. So anyway, got an interview that I'm doing at 9 o'clock, and you definitely want to come and hear that. We're going to be answering more of your questions. I'll take a look at more of your headlines. Please do, if you didn't get your headline reviewed now, come back at 9 o'clock. We can do it then. We are also going to be announcing the winner of the most engaged participant of day two. Day two of the challenge. We'll be announcing the winner on the 9 p.m. Q&A. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning, make sure you come back for that. So our Q&A at 9 is in PT time zone. That is, let me think, my brain. Come on, brain. Let's work. So PT time zone is 2 p.m. in the afternoon. ET time zone, we're meeting at 5 o'clock. CET, it'll be 10 o'clock your time. So super excited to see you there. If for any reason you can't make it to the live Q&A, which I'm sure you're going to make it to the live Q&A, but if for some reason you can't make the live Q&A, I will see you tomorrow, and you want to definitely jump into tomorrow's daily task because we are going to hop onto LinkedIn. We're going to actually start the process of teaching you how to do the LinkedIn outbound outreach. So you could start generating leads and clients through LinkedIn. So you definitely want to turn up tomorrow, do tomorrow's daily task. And I've got a special announcement for you on the live Q&As. So you're going to get a ton of value out of being there tomorrow. So hopefully I will see you at 9 p.m. But if not, I'm going to see you bright and early tomorrow, and we're going to smash this. Day 3. You're going to do amazing. We're going to get you onto LinkedIn. We're going to start that process of doing the outreach process. So it's all so exciting at this stage. You're really getting to grips with how to start generating leads and clients through LinkedIn. So I will see you guys hopefully at 9 o'clock. All right. Bye for now, guys. Well done.